This is Sway.
Sway.
In the morning. Shake your body.
Wake your fuck ass up.
Crust out, y'all.
You heard it, and starring as Nikki Jones in The Breaks, coming out on February 20th. I feel like I love her already. Like, she walked into the room, I was like, I know you. And I'm not even sure where we met or if we really met, but I know you. Like, I'm giving you my phone number after,
Yes,
after we
exactly.
finish talking.
I
And
hope
just
so.
like call me for just other shit. I don't care what it's for. The one and only Miss Afton Williamson is here.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks
sis.
for having me.
Thank
I'm so
you for
excited.
coming through. Everybody has been talking about The Breaks since it came out.
Yeah.
And people are excited about it. People have been watching it and kind of binging too when they don't have a chance to, like, you know,
Yeah.
they can't watch it. They just watch it all together and love it. How has it been for you, like, starring in it? What's the reaction when you walk down the street?
It's crazy. You know, I had my first. This was one of the first moments of this like this for me. I was going to this place in Times Square where I usually go and just learn my lines or whatever, and I'll sit and get something takeout. And recently I started going back there because it was press. I'm getting ready for press week, etc. And one of the waitresses who usually always gets me a coffee, she was working from not behind the bar. She came up next to me and she's like, "Has anybody ever told you that you look like that girl? She's an actress, Afton something. Do you watch The Breaks?" And I was like, "Is this a joke?" I was like, "Oh, that's me, Afton Williamson." She's like, "No," and I was like, "No, yeah." She was like, "Oh my God!" She didn't know she had hit it on the. So it's interesting. Either people don't, you know, when the poster was up everywhere, or in the subway when I would get on, you know, nobody really puts two and two together. They don't really believe that you could be, you know, on the train with them.
Right, right.
But a lot of people, when they do, they show love, and it's exciting because that means that they really liked our show.
Yeah, and it's awesome. Congratulations when you can
Thank
get
you.
that from being on the subway or running to just go get your coffee. You mentioned learning your lines and knowing your lines and studying. What's your process for doing that? You get a script or you get something you're excited about. You just don't go home and, like, shut your phone off and just study, or what's your process?
I internalize it. I like to get to know the character first, and for me, language comes second. If she's not in my body, then everything's going to be false that comes out of my mouth. So I kind of just have a relationship with the character first, and I read it, whatever that takes. You know, if it's music that helps me connect, if it's clothes, whatever. I'm kind of organic like that. I don't have, so I guess it is my process, but I don't have a set thing. But I know that I have to get in touch with that, whatever that character is first. Usually I go to like a restaurant, loud places where I can just have my own audio and just kind of read it. It's weird, but I do like that.
No, I like it.
And also, I record when I learned this because when I first started out, I was understudying Three Women on and Joe Turner's Come and Gone on Broadway, and it was insane. But my grad school training was that, memorizing everything, understudying everybody, and it's hard to get people to help you run your lines. So I started recording everybody else's voice and giving space for mine on my phone, and so. If you can walk around the house and do dishes and say the lines, then it's in your body. So I do that a lot.
Wow. DB is here. He's our movie junkie and TV junkie, and now we're all just blown away by what you just said. I'm like, that's some ill-ass method acting or whatever you call it. DB, you got a question?
Yeah, I was doing some reading about your backstory and everything leading up to now, and I read that when you moved to New York, you basically came here with next to nothing, like a mattress.
3 degrees and an air mattress.
Right. So what did you do to survive those times when, you know, maybe you were in between work or something?
So yeah, I first got here and I was able to I was like a door model at Skechers. They were just opening the one at Union Square. And I was like, I don't sell shoes, but I can do anything. I don't even know how I got the job. He made it up and he was like, just wear shoes and greet people. I was like, great. And then at the same time, it was one of the last years that Fashion Week was at Bryant Park.
Yeah.
And I ended up being this BlackBerry model. So all week I just got free food. So it was great. And it was like 7 models. We shared 3 Nicole Miller dresses. and it was insane. But it was like, that was my first 10 days of New York City. So it kind of happened just like Nikki Jones. And when $5 footlongs came out the year I was here, that changed my life. Like I was here to vote for Obama. Like 2008 was insane, and it was weird because the economy sucked, you know. But so everybody was kind of like trying to make it work. So yeah, that kind of fed me through. Just making sure that I had, you know, a lot friends and the people that you work with. It kind of really feeds you. You have to have other artists that get it.
Afton, you touched on something. You said 3 degrees in the air mattress. How does a person have 3 degrees and no job? What?
Be an artist. That's what I was saying the whole time I was here, broke. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's a blessing to get paid for what you love to do.
Amen.
Something that you would do for free.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't even really think I didn't think it was a realistic thing. And then I was like, you can major at this in school? That changes everything. I thought this was something that was just a secondary thing, you know. So I double majored when I got to college just to make sure that, you know, my family knew, you know, they get scared. Like, you're going to be in
Were they supportive, your family?
I think, supportive, yeah. Just not sure of what yet. Like, they were like, hopefully this turns out to be something. I don't know. So it was like a weird, I had to still prove to them. So I've had to prove, you know.
Super inspirational to hear that. Thank you for sharing us. Afton Williamson is here. Call us up. It's a lot of you out there aspiring. No, I'm serious. A lot of people sitting in their cars right now trying to get paid, for lack of a better word, get paid for doing what they love. It takes a lot. It is scary. Maybe, you know, you guys have a question for Afton. Call us up, 888-742-3345. It's Sway in the Morning, Shade 45. What does your name mean? Why were you named Afton? Afton. I've never seen that name before. I can safely say that.
Oh my goodness! I told people I'm gonna have to start making up a really cool answer for this, because it is a few things, but it was a common German surname, like in the 1920s. It is also androgynous, so it could be boy or female. My mother worked with a guy, and his last name was Afton, and then years later she worked with a lady, and she had just married a guy, and her last name was Afton. And she always said that would be a great name for a girl. Well, when she was pregnant, whatever, her name's Brenda, so she was going to call me Brianna. So everybody just got all this stuff for Brianna, whatever. And I was a preemie, so I came like 5.5 weeks early. And when she had me, she just said Afton as soon as she saw me. And my grandmother was like, what happened to Brianna, and what is an Afton? And so
what a beautiful name.
Thank
you.
you.
And you didn't change it, obviously. You know, a lot of times we met. Bellamy Young has been here so many times from Scandal, obviously. You know, who plays Melly.
Yes.
And I was just like, Bellamy, your name is so odd. Like, where did you get the name Bellamy from? She had maybe you want to steal this. She had a cool story. She said, well, my name is Amy Young, but when I went to register for SAG, it was already taken. So I just put Bell in front of it, and that's how I got Bellamy. So that's a good story, right?
That is a good story.
But you got a really, really fly first name. She is here, Afton Williamson from The Breaks. It is premiering on Monday, February 20th. Tomorrow, though, is Valentine's Day. I was sitting here thinking while we were talking, the music playing. What's your plans? Any?
I have a dentist appointment.
Do you? Yes. Who goes to the dentist on Valentine's Day?
He
Single
hates
people.
Me. Damn. Okay. Yeah.
DB, why you gonna put it?
No, and it's press week, so I'm getting ready for all the stuff. We have a couple premieres this week, but other than that, I think my girl Daisha's coming in town for the premiere. We might hang out and be each other's dates.
Yes, shout out to Daisha, man. Daisha, you know her from The Breaks as well. Just shout out to her. We know this mutual person, and we were just talking about life and taking chances and faith and doing things, even when people don't necessarily agree with your plans or understands. I say it all the time here. Sometimes what you have to do is just for you, and you can't even explain it. You can't even share it with everyone because it's specifically for you. And so I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
That you left Ohio and said, I'm going to do it, Toledo. I'm so
you.
happy for Daisha. You know, just happy when people take those leaps of faith. 888-742-3345 if you want to talk to Afton Williamson. We have original, I hope I'm saying this right, the Original Chew is on the line right now. Good morning, Original Chew.
Good morning, Heather. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. What's your name?
That's my artist name.
Oh, the Original Chew. Okay, say what's up to Afton.
What's up? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm calling from Canada, and the reason I'm calling, I'm a songwriter. Well,
nice.
Actually, I have this old shit, so I guess I should say I'm an aspiring songwriter. And
I'm going to stop you right there. You are a songwriter. Do you write songs?
I do. I write and produce.
Okay, then you're a songwriter. You have to say that. You know, just because you haven't sold anything yet, it doesn't mean that you're not a songwriter. It just means you haven't sold anything yet, but you're a songwriter. Don't cut yourself off like that. Okay, now go ahead with the rest of your question.
All right, I feel you. So I'm older, and I have a family and a job, a decent job. My question is, someone like me, how do I take that leap of faith like you did, where I'm a slightly different, where I have commitments here where I can't just up and leave?
I would say there isn't an age limit on believing in yourself. So I would think that there's no cutoff date. So that's a gift from God. Thank God there isn't one, or else I think a lot of us would get really terrified. I think that you just have to be serious about it. A lot of people nowadays, my mother always says, if you do something well, you make it look easy. And a lot of days nowadays, people want instant gratification because you can see it and touch it, and everybody can be a star on Instagram. And it takes a lot of hard work and diligence. There's a lot of bad days. There's a lot of way more no's than yeses. And if you're hungry, you're willing to go hungry to do what you have to do. So it takes a lot of Nicky Jones in it, like a lot of just winging it. But you have to have faith in yourself, but you also have to put in the work. So if you don't put in the work, there's not one thing, it's a combination of all of it.
Cool.
Afton, you got to prep up a little bit too. You got to be happy, man. You got to don't get so discouraged in it. It's a process. You know what I mean? Like I probably started writing songs at like 13 years old, maybe 12 or 13 years old. And my first song didn't get played on the radio until I was about 23 or 24 years old. You're talking about 11 years.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, it takes time. It's just going to happen. Afton, I'm sure for you, you fell in love with movies or theater or something as a little girl.
I mean, I was watching Losing Isaiah and, being like, and I knew that Hallie was from Columbus and she had a single mom. I was like, oh my gosh, like, this could be something. I saw a tap with Gregory Hines and I was like, I'm going to be a tap star. Like, it was bigger than life. And I got excited about it. And that's what drove me. It's been a fun journey. It's taken 20 something years, but I get to play a woman that's 10 years younger than I am, that's killing it. And I see myself in her, but I see all of these women in her. I think she's like every man, every woman type of character. And I think that gung-ho that Nikki has in the show really is why it is appealing, because she's an underdog. So you just got to love it. And it's fun, the journey. And if you don't love it, then you shouldn't be doing it.
Get out the game. Get out the game, because it's going to eat you. It's going to eat at you, and it's going to eat you up every step of the way. As you said, it's a lot more no's than yeses, but you have to keep going, Chew, and prep up a little bit. Every day is an opportunity to do something great. So invest in yourself and keep it moving, Chew. You're a citizen of Sway in the Morning. And send some songs over here to Sway in the Morning. Wait, Sway Get in the Game? Mm-hmm. Yeah, send some songs, DB. Give them the information.
SwayGetInTheGame@gmail.com.
Okay, send some music over so we can check it out, all right?
So I'm just waiting on that. So
it's
there.
I'm sorry, you waiting on what?
I did. I sent some a couple weeks ago. So yeah.
Okay. Well, what's in the headline? Resend
Come on, DB. Come on, man.
Wonder did that. What's it? What's in the headline? Send it right now. I'll look for it. What's in the headline? Put something in the headline and we'll look. Just put the original Chew in the headline and we got you. Okay. Two songs,
all right, I'm on it.
A bio, and we got you. We'll listen to it. There's a lot going on here after the Sway in the Morning. But we got to help the citizens. You know what I mean? We got to help them. And people are feeling down. Sometimes they don't know and they get scared. They heard you sharing your story. They say you took a leap of faith. People want to call. All right, the breaks. This Monday, February 20th at 9 p.m. Eastern on VH1. Support Afton Williamson. Y'all hit her up. You on social media?
Yeah.
We'll give it out.
The Real Afton W on Instagram as well as Twitter.
Spell it out.
TherealAftonW.
Follow her, man. She's dope and extremely inspirational. We want to thank James White for coming through as well. New England Patriot. Y'all make sure y'all hit him up. I think his Instagram was like Sweet Feet. I feel weird saying that.
Sweet Feet James. Is that
right? Okay. Sweet Feet _White.
You'll never forget that name.
Never forget it, right? That was like Rudy Huxtable or something, right? Sweet Feet. It was one of the Cosby Show episodes, I promise, DB. Okay. Tomorrow's show, we got a humdinger. Laverne Cox will be here, as well as our DJ guest set, DJ Herbert. All right, so he'll be here. DB, where can you be reached?
It's really DB everywhere. I gave him my old one. It's really DB everywhere.
DJ Wonder, where can they reach you?
At DJ Wonder across the board.
OQ might take his shirt off by the end of March, ladies. He's just waiting for a certain number. Spring is in the air. OQ ready to let those nipples out. OQ, where can they reach you?
I'm on Instagram. I am OQ. I am OQ on Instagram.
All right, y'all hit up Sway at Real Sway on Instagram and Twitter. Hit up Tracy at It's Tracy G. And y'all can hit me up. I'm at the Happy Hour WHB. And y'all can hit me up tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern. I'll be at Fly on the Happy Hour with Heather B. I love y'all, citizens. Y'all be blessed. We have nothing left to say.
It's Sway in the morning, only
on Shade 45.